Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now July 19th of 2022, and as we approach the fall of this year, which by the way is going to be more so heavy on animated Star Wars material such as Tales of the Jedi and The Bad Batch Season 2, to be honest, I'm looking forward to Tales more so than Bad Batch because it deals more with prequel trilogy oriented characters and specifically things to do with the Force and the Jedi and more. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the new Star Wars universe is that we have a lot of things happening between Favreau, Filoni, Lucas, the Disney executives, and really trying to find their balance with the Star Wars roadmap. Basically, what they're trying to figure out right now is which shows can come out specific years, and specifically which shows come out before or after other Star Wars TV shows out there. That's the big challenge right now between Disney and, of course, Lucasfilm, and whether or not they can really accomplish those goals as fast as possible is up to them. Now, on top of all of this, what's even all the more intriguing has a lot to do with what's been going on with, of course, everything related to Disney Star Wars, specifically with the new Star Wars canon material, and everything related to the Old Republic Star Wars TV show, and everything related to George Lucas. Now, specifically, of course, on top of all of this, we have George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni really pitching all these great ideas, and this happens quite often. You know, every couple of months, Jon and Dave, they have these meetings with the Disney executives to essentially map out all these different plans about new Star Wars TV shows and or Star Wars canon material that's going to be implemented in books, novels, and comics, and even video games at that. And that brings us to this subject, is that with both Disney and Lucasfilm actively developing their new Star Wars TV shows and projects right now, they are getting ready to make some major announcements at D23 and Disney Plus Day. Now, recently, Disney CEO Bob Chapek was able to sit down with George Lucas in a recent meeting about developing one of the biggest Star Wars productions yet that Lucas will have creative power over. Further, it's noted that this will, of course, involve a new Star Wars project that is being developed right now as we speak at Disney, and will involve George Lucas as one of the co-writers, and he will be calling the shots on which creators are to come on board of the Old Republic Star Wars TV series that is currently in development that Disney plans to announce at next year's Star Wars Celebration. Now, on top of that, George Lucas is already planned to become a producer of what is labeled as the Old Republic Star Wars TV series, where it's described that Lucas was able to convince the Disney executives that these types of characters will do very well with the audience and for Disney Star Wars merchandise, and that they are now fully focused on making stories such as Darth Malgus, Bane, Revan, Scion, and more to come. There is a very big debate between Disney and Lucasfilm on whether or not they want to make the Old Republic TV series into either an anthology show or not. However, George Lucas is said to be pushing the idea of an anthology series. This way, each episode can focus on one character at a time and their whole story, eventually leading up to a big climax for the fans involving all the characters. Now, further, it's noted also that executives are wanting to make this into an anthology series as well, more so. This way, they can actually treat the show as if they are testing the waters with each specific character in the Star Wars world. Kathleen Kennedy, on the other end, believes that this will hurt the fan interest on the High Republic era content. However, Disney is not listening to Kathleen's concerns and or demands about the future of Star Wars. So, before I get to the next material here, alright, this is pretty obvious now at this point of why Kathleen Kennedy feels threatened about her High Republic Star Wars content, is that basically the High Republic was the Old Republic Light, as I like to call it. And what I mean by that is it has a lot of, well, it's got the title itself already stolen from it, but it really kind of takes away all of the dark and light side elements away from those stories, and it just focuses more so on subpar storytelling. Now, for those of you that like the High Republic, listen, it's all A-okay. everybody has their opinion, but it's not for me. I read all the books, I read all the comics. Yes, I took my time to actually go through the material. This way I could actually have, the perfect judgment on that actual side of the story, and it just does not work. And a lot of you guys out there agree with me as well. So the Old Republic, the fact that it is moving forward, it's still a little bit of a ways out, we're going to talk about that as well, but things are happening between Lucas, the Disney executives, and of course everything related to this new Star Wars universe that is ever evolving. So that's for their overall game plan right now, their end game, if you will. They want to treat the Old Republic as an anthology series. So, to make things a little bit more clear, Tales of the Jedi is going to be another anthology show. In fact, it's going to be the first Star Wars anthology series, technically speaking, if you don't want to count Visions. But Tales of the Jedi, each episode will be its own thing, one of which will focus on light side Dooku. Moving on. So, additionally, new stories about Secrets of the Jedi are planned to be implemented into this new Star Wars TV show for the fans. Now, Lucas, Chapek, and others are aiming to make this the most dark and gritty Star Wars TV show yet that will dive deep into the origin of the Sith, the dark side, as well as the age of the Old Republic and what it means for the Jedi story. Now, Lucas specifically requested Disney to allow him to let this project stay true to Star Wars Legends and to the video games that were created in the 2000s. Both Favreau and Filoni are said to also be involved in this new series that will be announced next year for the Star Wars fans, and they are aiming to get this thing out on Disney Plus by 2025. Now, sometime, of course, in that year, it will happen. It's unclear as to whether it's going to be the fall, winter, summer, spring. All these characters are described to hold intense backstories in this planned anthology series of the Old Republic that will eventually lead to an expansion of these characters in live-action form as well. Now, Lucasfilm's approach is to treat this as a new foundation, or a new mini Star Wars universe, if you will, to actually lend itself to other Star Wars titles. Now, the thing about this, everything related to George Lucas actually acting as producer of the Old Republic Star Wars TV series is a big deal. Now, of course, we already know that everything related to John and Dave, they're working on Mandalorian, they're working on, everything related to the Book of Boba Fett Season 2, the Ahsoka series, and more, and they will also be involved with the Old Republic content, but George Lucas will be acting as producer for the Old Republic anthology series. And yes, I know he's getting high up there in age, I understand that, but it seems like Lucas wants to have one more big shot at actually producing something big and doing something special for the Star Wars fans. Now, we already know that he's going to be co-writing a handful of Star Wars projects, this is one of them. He will be working alongside Favreau and Filoni on some of the episodes, but the thing about that is, he's never going to really be a main writer, from what it seems, for any of the Star Wars TV shows for the foreseeable future. And I think a lot of that just has to do with the fact that, yes, he is, kind of shying away from being the main guy of creating Star Wars, so that's why he's focusing on becoming a co-writer. And I kind of respect that to a degree. I mean, he's letting other creators get their shot, like Favreau and Filoni, and getting the limelight that they want and they deserve. So, overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.